What is going on, guys? Dr. Schwaz here. Welcome back to another Gears 5 video. Today I'm going to be discussing tips and tricks on the Architect class in Gears 5. So let's get started here. Tip number one, don't use the hologram ultimate. It's best in the game, actually. I think it works better than regulars because it distracts bosses and larger enemies for like super long period of time. And of course the hologram is indestructible. It just lasts forever. Make sure to run the Hologram Extend card and the Hologram Lifetime card to maximize the time the hologram stays on the field. Tip number two, sentry damage and I believe barrier damage also counts for extending the hologram ultimate. So if you're shooting an enemy, if you're doing any ballistic damage, the hologram will extend even longer. It says ballistic hits will extend hologram by 100%. So it doesn't matter what you hit it with, as long as you're doing some damage to it. Tip number two, higher DPS will account for helping extend your hologram ultimate even longer. So as long as you're doing lots of ballistic damage, at least barrier damage counts for extending the ult too. You can keep that ult going like the whole boss wave if you have enough ammo and shots going off, for sure. Tip number three is the last one. Deception is a great skill card now that brings some DPS to the class. Works really good to kick enemies down that aren't looking in your direction even faster. Like if you have like a snatcher or something that's not looking at you, you can do triple damage to it, which is great. It makes your M-bar or your enforcer even good, way better than it would be, for sure. I would recommend Deception. Definitely a great card. It used to be custom stub, but it's just so much better now. Also a great ultimate in Escape. Tip number four I'd probably add here is that the Architect's ultimate in Escape is really handy, especially at the end of hives, to prevent them all from rushing the LZ. You can deploy the decoy inside and most of the enemies will aggro. As long as you have a weapon and are doing some damage, you can extend it with the cards equipped, for sure. That's pretty much it for the Architect tips. There's not really much to it. To the class, it's just a secondary engineer class that doesn't have overclock or repair benefits as much. But I feel like they could have done a lot better with the Architect in operations. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Any tips you know about Architect or anything that may not have been mentioned here, please leave a comment below. I'd like to know. Thank you all so much for watching, and you guys have a good one. See you.